Hey guys, this is Trajan, and these are my top 5 most awaited comics for September 13th, 2017. If you disagree with any of my mentions or you have comics you think I missed, drop it in the comments and I'll absolutely check it out. First, though, this is an absolutely stacked week, and so we have some honorable mentions. Defenders number 5. The Defenders is a book that should be really good, but the issue is that Bendis loves it so much that he's strangling it to death. The art by David Marquez is beautiful, and this overall storyline should, for all intents and purposes, be interesting, but somehow Bendis has found a way to make everyone absolutely boring as hell and have almost nothing happen in 4 issues. Issue number 4 was way better than the first 3, though, and this book has the most potential of any other Marvel ongoing. I'd personally put the writer of Iron Fist and Old Man Logan, Ed Brisson, on Defenders and see what he can do with it. Bendis just strikes me as entirely too cautious, which isn't good for a book like Defenders. Red Hood and the Outlaws, number 15. Scott Lobdell's adventure of the no longer super edgy Jason Todd has been arguably the breakout hit of Rebirth. At the very least, it's the most improved book from New 52 by a drastic amount. Last issue saw Bizarro come back to life, and thanks to the altruism, in quotes, of Lex Luthor, who, by the way, I love Man of the People Lex Luthor. He's so much more interesting than just evil Lex Luthor. And now, instead of borderline cognitively impaired, Bizarro is a super smart genius. Obviously, hijinks are going to ensue, and we have the ever-present will they or won't they between Jason Todd and Artemis that has me writing fan fiction of them on my secret Tumblr account. And now the top 5. Secret Empire Omega number 1. Secret Empire Omega by Nick Spencer is the book that was never meant to be. If you all remember correctly, the ending to Secret Empire was rewritten after the horrific backlash from the heel turn of Hydra Cap. Originally, Sam Wilson was supposed to defeat Steve Rogers, hence why the child at the end of issue number 10 was playing with a Sam Wilson Captain America doll, and not a Steve Rogers one. And Steve was supposed to continue being a villain. This changed where they had the good Steve Rogers come back via Deus Ex Machina and punch out Captain Nazi. Omega was announced after the backlash and will attempt to wrap up the story to fit the current direction Marvel is going in, which is, I have no clue because Marvel isn't going in any rational direction. Still, I'm interested to see in what shenanigans they try to pull. Venomverse number 2. We're getting the eagerly awaited for a rematch between Peter Parker and Eddie Brock, but this time Eddie is the face and Peter is the heel, subverting the conventions we often associate with the characters. Venomverse is an Elseworld story, and is one of the few shining lights in the cesspool of Marvel's 3,000 titles on the shelf at any given time. Colin Bunn has done such a great job with the story so far, and it's a very interesting premise with great progression. So, obviously we need more Venomized Ghost Rider though. Mr. Miracle number 2. You know it's a stacked week when Mr. Miracle number 2 is in 3rd place. Mr. Miracle is one of the most critical successes in DC in the last 3 years. It's heavily hyped and underproduced issue 1 sold out at only 30,000 copies, but it's apparently undergoing a massive reprint process to meet the demand. It seems that Mr. Miracle will be the storyline to watch, and there's a chance that it will be talked about for years to come. Not to mention, current It Boy Tom King, former CIA operative, is working on it, so it has the hype and appeal surrounding itself as well. Metal number 2. Scott Snyder's baby, Metal, sold at $250,000 and is allegedly undergoing reprints for its issue 1. That's a massive deal right now. Metal, in my opinion, is not as good as Mr. Miracle and has a ton more flaws, but there's no doubt that Metal is going to be the king of event books, at least until Doomsday Clock hits. People tend to buy anything with Batman or Spider-Man on it, so it's shaping a distinct secret universe around Batman, while not critically a good idea, it was commercially a fantastic one. Couple it with the fact that the book is at its heart a campy 1980s inspired mystery, and you have a recipe for success in a world where comic book fans are starving for something vaguely familiar. Action Comics number 987. This is the one. The mystery finally comes to a head with this issue. Who is Mr. Oz? With the reveal being all but confirmed in this issue, fans who have had even a passing interest in DC will be eagerly picking up the lenticular cover of this book. Speculation abounds as to who Mr. Oz is, and forums have been tearing each other apart with theories, especially after it was revealed last issue that Mr. Oz had heat vision. This, along with one of the covers, led people to start confirming that Mr. Oz is Jor-El, even though DC has a massive history of sending out red herrings to fans. Other notable alternatives for Mr. Oz is Superboy Prime, an alternate version of Lex Luthor, And my personal favorite, and who I think would be the most interesting reveal, the as of now missing Martian Manhunter. That's the books for this week. If you're mad I left off your favorite indie, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely pick it up. And then I'll make a video tearing into you for making me read it. Or thanking you, who knows. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Trajan Channel. And I'll catch you guys later.